those kids will also become politicians, will also become big chairmans of monster companies. And then if somebody will come to them, like the weapon industry, pharma industry, what else, and they say, hey, here are $10 million, please make a law that everything is fine. Or even better, say something positive about us. Hey, we're just a weapon industry, everything's fine. And you know what your kids will say? They will say, no, this is not me. I am for life.
I know you wanna roll with me.
Hello, my friends of hope. Welcome back here as my co-driver. So today is one of the first days in Germany that is truly hot. But you have to be careful, because in Germany you can switch over in a few minutes. That's why I'm also have my jacket here with me. But right now I'm cruising to the so-called Baggersee, where I will catch a little bit of the sun. Vitamin D3, very important. And this brings us to the topic of today. So, vitamin D3 is for, it's called in Germany Glücksgefühl. So you feel unbelievable lucky. And this is exactly the opposite what's going on right now with the whole world. So not only what's going wrong with Germany, but the whole world. Okay, there are a few exceptions, a few countries that are a little bit, how shall I say, not that infected like the whole other world with this fear. So it seems like if you switch on the television, if you switch on the radio, everyone is talking about fear, fear, fear. Oh my God, we have to fear, 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 fear. So that's why it's very important also to go outside, to relax, catch a little bit of the sun, to get this vitamin D3, which is very important for your health, so that we can get a clear mind and that we can see what's going on with the world right now. So what do you think is going on with the world right now? What's happening? Well, Jorel the Crying Gentleman, voilà me. I think I've never felt so much fear all around me in my entire life like now. How come? So this is like the tip of the iceberg. It's the top of the iceberg. How come? How did it come so far? What do you think? So for me, it's like that. The world is suffering from an illness called the Coke syndrome. What? Jorel, what are you talking? Coke syndrome? Exactly. I called it the Coke syndrome. It's called King of all Kings syndrome. So this means everybody wants to be the king of all kings, and then they think, hey, now life is wonderful because now I'm the king of all kings. Is it true? Of course not. So those are the false values. We've grown up and we've catched up the wrong values. So what do I mean by that? So if we look around, check out what the kids are watching. Barbie, or the guys, Batman always rich, Bruce Wayne, super billionaire of Gotham City. And by the way, by the way, I'm a big Batman fan. But also Batman is very, very rich. And then there's a so-called Iron Man, as you know, and he's also very rich. And Barbie, of course, she's also very rich. So all our kids grew up with this enormous, hey, the importance of richness. You have to become very rich. Of course they do not say it, but they can see it. And then there are also those values from our parents. who tell us, hey, you have to get a job where you get a lot of money. A lot of money. This is very, very important. You need to be a doctor or lawyer or something else. Doesn't matter if you like the job or not. Okay, it would be not that bad if you don't like it. But the most important thing is to earn a lot of money. So this is what they taught us, right? So the superheroes and also our relatives, parents, they all got these values in our brains. In the first 7 years, Bruce Lipton says this wonderfully, Dr. Bruce Lipton. In the first 7 years, we don't have a consciousness, we have only a subconsciousness. The consciousness is just creating in the, how should I say, when we start to get 7 or 6, 7. So and then we can truly think for ourselves. But in the first 7 years, everything goes directly in our subconsciousness, in our subconscious mind. Crazy, isn't it? So all those values, money is the most important thing of all, directly go in our brains. So it's no wonder that everybody is full of this thing, full of this illness, this sickness, this, I call it, as I said before, the Coke syndrome. Everybody wants to be the richest of the rich, the king of all kingdoms, the king of all kings. So, and this is exactly what happens. So if we look up, if you just Google, take up your smartphone, blah, 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 and search richest men and women in the world and go to pictures. The richest men and women in the world. And if you have to take a look at them, oh my God, I'm afraid. How do they look? How come? They do not look very sympathetic. What do you think? Do you think they get up in the morning and say, hey, yeah, wow, life is wonderful. I wish I could never fall asleep again because life is much more beautiful than any dream in the world. I think it could be that they do not feel that way. Why? Okay, so let's bring it to the point. What's happening right now is everybody's filled with fear because they think, okay, if I got a lot of money, then everything's fine. But as we've checked out, if we find out, if we look at all the richest person in the world and we see, oh, they're not that happy like we thought that they are, so there must be something else. So it's like if I give you, let's pretend you have birthday, and I give you a package, okay? A wonderful birthday gift. At least it looks that way. There's a box and I wrap it up wonderfully. A lot of wonderful paper, maybe some flashing LED lights all around. It looks unbelievable. And then you open it up. You're very happy because you think, wonderful, what's inside? And what's inside? Nothing. Nothing at all. So this is exactly what's happening right now. It's just like a box that it's wrapped up wonderfully, but nothing is inside. There are no true values inside. So how do we get true values? How do we find true happiness? So let's take a look at other people like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Why is he smiling so much? Or at least he's glowing, his eyes are glowing so much. Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, etc. Their eyes are glowing. Oh my God, what's going on here? No, what's going on here? Okay, wait 1 second. So okay, and all those people, why do their eyes glow so much? So unbelievable, so incredible. Even if they do not have a lot of money. How come? What's the difference? Because they truly had values. And what's the value? What's the difference between them? Because they found out that the meaning of life is to help others with our own talents. Once again, the meaning of life is to help life with our talents. And this is what they found out. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Jiddu Krishnamurti, Mother Teresa, etc., etc. And that's why they look so happy, so their eyes are so much. It's like their eyes are shining. Wonderful. You can look into their eyes hours and hours, and it would be not a waste of time. And this is because they found out that the meaning of life is to help others with our talents. So, okay, so let's bring it back to the result. What can we do? Wait 1 second. So what can we do? So to change this world to the positive, what can we do? There must be something. Exactly. So, and the answer to that is to spread this positive spirit to the new power generation, to our kids, so that they truly can feel what's really important. How do I truly become happy? That they feel what's their talent, and how can they combine this with helping life. And then those kids will also become politicians, will also become big chairmans of monster companies. And then if somebody will come to them, like the weapon industry, pharma industry, what else, and they say, hey, here are $10 million, please make a law that everything is fine. Or even better, say something positive about us. Hey, we're just a weapon industry, everything's fine. And you know what your kids will say? They will say, no, this is not me. I am for life. I've chosen life. And this is the answer. To have true values. To feel this in every breath. They cannot sell them out. They cannot be sold like in our days where everybody's for sale. Everything and everybody's for sale. For sale. Not even for it's even cheap to sell them out. So give them a little bit of money and they will do what you want. And this is exactly what's happening around us. And the answer is to have true values so that they can say no. So this is answer number 1. If you agree with me, just please hit the like button and the subscribe button and share this video. This would be wonderful to get this spirit out, because this, as I said, is the ultimate answer to this whole whole fear generation, to this whole generation, to this whole thing, what's going on in the world right now, everywhere. So, and the second thing is this, that we try to reduce the fear right now. How? We have to come together, to talk together, to get knowledge, to spread knowledge. That is not, that this whole thing, this whole fear thing is not taking over. Because right now for me it's like 50-50. Everything's maybe could be going in the right direction, or it could be completely going the other direction. So that's why we need to do those both things. On the other side, get together, spread knowledge, and on the other side, grow this new power generation who cannot be sold. So what do you think, my friends of hope? What do you think? Did you like this video? I know it was a very quick, very fast, but I wanted to get just a big picture, you know, to dive into it very deeply. What's going on in this world right now, and what is the true answer, so that we can have a wonderful, great, better life for our new generation and also for us. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. See you next time. Bye bye.